Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. Thank you for joining me. This will be for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I will be doing the timestamps. Speaking of Aquarius, star card. As always, just keep an open mind. Take what resonates as it resonates for you. Disregard the rest. Be sure to watch all your signs. Information about private readings is always in the description box below. And I'm using the Heaven and Earth Tarot deck and the Le Vampire Oracle deck. Okay. You have weeklies up, other timeless weeklies, you have monthlies up, you have other timeless videos up. So if you're interested, they're all there for you. And we're just going to jump in. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you if you have. We're going to start off with Gemini 107 roughly. What is coming up in the week ahead for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Show me Gemini in the week ahead. Gemini in the week ahead. Okay, something flipped over. The star card again. Are you dealing with an Aquarius, or you got some major wish fulfillment coming up this week? Gemini in the week ahead. Okay, so situation. If I see the star card again, I'm going to flip. The moon. The challenge, 10 of Wands. The outcome, the strength card. So you're going through something that you just kind of have to go on faith, or just stick to the plan and kind of hope for the best. Bottom of the deck, the 2 of Cups. Beautiful. So it can be romantic partnerships are a focus for you. It can be a reconciliation as a focus for some of you. For others, it's any other kind of partnership in your life. Could be a relationship with a friend, a relationship with a family member, your relationship with a coworker, right? Your relationship with a company, okay? So just take it as it makes sense. It's a partnership that is fair, that is balanced, that is mutual, okay? Currently, there's a bit of a wait time going on, either waiting to see someone, waiting to figure out what someone else is going to do, waiting for someone else's decision, you trying to figure out a decision on something. It could also just be an energy of contemplation. Where are we going to take this partnership next? What's the next level? Okay, so for some of you, it could just be that. The challenge, we have the 10 of Wands. If it's about a reconciliation, because the moon card talks about some time has passed. Okay, some time has passed. There has been a waiting time, a contemplation time. Some time has passed. With the moon, the 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups, this can be about a reconciliation because someone hasn't really released you. They haven't released you. You haven't released them. And the challenge is, can we even have any beginning? We have all this history. We have so much that has happened already between the two of us. Can we even... should we even try again? You know, what's the point? It's a bit of hopelessness energy here. In the outcome, you do have the strength card. And the strength card is telling you that you can try again and it can be better. Okay, yes, you can do better. Yes, it can be more stable. Yes, it can be a better situation. So, in other words, you're being told not to give up. Even if it's you looking for a job. Right, you're looking to get into a partnership, right, with a person or a company. You're looking for a job. You're looking for a business associate. You're looking for an investor. And you're so confused because there's been a bit of a wait time. There's been a time of searching. You're still confused. You still don't know what your options are. You still don't have answers. You still don't know one way or another. It's becoming, it has been actually, a burden, okay? And you're starting to think, should I just let this go? Put the burden down and stop trying. Because you're feeling oppressed. And again, the message with the strength card here is, this isn't the time to let this go. This is the time to power through. You're almost home. Okay, is what I hear with that. For others of you, this is just a time of moving. Okay? There may have been delays. There may have been confusion. And this is the actual moving. Okay? And it's the heavy lifting, and it's the moving stuff across and around, and that kind of energy. It's a bit of a challenge. It's not on the same level, right, as other challenges, but it's an effort and takes time and it'll tire you out, right, etc. But then it becomes about just settling down into your new place. Does that make sense? Okay, let's pull some clarifiers for Gemini for the week ahead. With the moon, we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is single energy. For some of you, maybe you're contemplating me. You've been single and you're contemplating, I think I'm ready to get into a relationship. I think I'm ready to meet someone new. Okay, ready to start a new relationship. And then your challenge becomes, okay, but you have to put down whatever history you have, whatever trauma you have around relationships. Okay, because otherwise, whatever is new coming in, it will be corrupted with the old baggage. Okay. And in the outcome, it could be a Leo coming in. We have that twice. Or there is definitely meeting someone new. There's a lot of attraction there. Okay, clarifying. The 10 of Wands is the challenge. The Hangman. Yeah, you're in contemplation there. You're not sure. Should I drop this? Is this even still for me? Do I still wait on this? Do I still wait to hear back on that? Or just shift course, change direction, do something completely different? And the outcome with the Strength card, look, the Lovers. Lovers and the 2 of Cups in your reading. This is long-term commitment, this wish fulfillment. This is telling you, hang in there. This is not the time to quit, Gemini. You can get what it is that you want. For a lot of you, it has to do with a commitment, whether that is romantic or business or professional. It'll be up to you to decide because you know what you're dealing with. But this is telling you now is not the time to quit, Gemini. Now is not that time. Now it's time to power through. Now it's time to drive it home. Okay, whatever this is, you're on the final stretch. Whether it's about meeting someone new and starting a new relationship, you can have that taking you to your happily ever after, right? Long-term solid commitment. Whether it's about a reconciliation, whether it's about finding a job, finding a new job, finding a better job, a place to live, etc. This is telling you, keep doing what you've been doing. You may not see results at this time. You may not be seeing any progress, right? From the outside looking in, it looks like nothing's happening. So it looks like a dead-end thing, right? But this is telling you, no, trust your instincts and keep going. Because you're almost there, right? One more. The moon with the 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. So we have financial gain, financial improvement, either through your own business or through a new job coming in, a better job coming in. Definitely spending money on furniture and decorating, or a new wardrobe for some of you is also coming up. 10 of Wands with the Hangman and the 4 of Wands, perfected work. So for some of you, definitely moving happening for some of you. 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, okay. And there may have been delays and it's a little bit frustrating, and this is telling you just carry on, don't get lost, power through, okay? Maybe you can reach out to someone to see what's going on. Maybe you can catch up with someone, or you can push something forward, okay? Now is not the time to drop the ball. For others of you, it is about commitment. It is about long-term, happy, healthy, harmonious relationships. For others of you, it is about that job or that promotion. But there's this element of it has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, I don't want it. Okay? And that's telling you, try to be a little bit more flexible with the Hangman there. See what you can do with what you have. Okay? You can't progress this right now. Okay, what else can you do in the meantime? This needs more time to develop before you know what you want to do with it. Okay, let it develop. You focus on something else. Okay? Don't get hung up on it has to be perfect. The Strength card with the Lovers in the outcome. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Full speed ahead. Things picking up speed. Travel is highlighted. Yeah, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. For some of you, you're meeting someone new at this time. You've been trying to manifest new love into your life. They had to be perfect and they weren't, so you kept rejecting people and then saying, well, I'm never going to meet anyone, as we do. And this is telling you now is not the time to give up, Gemini. Keep going out. keep meeting people, keep putting yourself in social circumstances, okay? Or allow your friends to set you up if they've been trying to and you've been saying no, because no, that's not the way I want it, right? Because you could meet that person that has a lot of potential to be your happily ever after, and I do see things moving very quickly between you and this person, because both of you speak your minds, both of you know what you want, and so it's just going to be, okay, let's do it then. Do you know what I mean? For others of you, yeah, it's just, you reach your goal through determination. This isn't the time to get scared. This isn't the time to feel overwhelmed. This isn't the time to lose hope. This is power through energy, the Knight of Swords, right? The Knight of Swords does not take no for an answer. Okay? He keeps going. You can't stop him. You can try to say no, he won't hear you, or he won't care. He'll keep pushing until he hears what he wants to hear, okay? And that needs to be your energy and your attitude at this time, Gemini, with whatever this is that you have already invested in. You have already done the work. You have already done the searching, the whatever, okay? And you're at the point where you feel like you should just give up. That is what you need to power through with, okay? So let's look at Oracle advice for Gemini. Oracle advice for Gemini for the week ahead. Oracle advice for Gemini for the week ahead. 2 cards for Gemini for the week ahead. Bottom of the deck, we have Ancient, Ancestry, Egypt, Magical Inheritance. So maybe for some of you that's relevant in itself, so take the message, okay? But this talks about there's like a progression, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Picking up where someone else left off, you pick up and then you do your part, right? Is what I'm seeing here. I also get this sense of tradition or doing things the right way. There's a sense of ritual, right? So that means following the rules, doing what you're expected to do, doing what others have done before you. So maybe you've gone about whatever this is that you're trying to do in a very traditional, conventional type of way. Okay. And for you, if that's the case, the message is, okay, well, you've done what you can with that approach. See what else you can do. Try a different approach, okay? Allow for others' input, because you have that 3 of Cups there, your friends, your family, your surrounding, your community. Even though it's not the perfect way you envisioned, that is like the turning point for you, okay? Eternal youth, energy, newness, vitality. This is like the Ace of Wands energy. So definitely meeting someone new or having some sort of a new opportunity on the table this week, okay? Whether it's job, place to live, person, renewed connection, whatever it is, okay? It's something coming in that gets you all excited. You go from the 10 of Wands to the Ace of Wands, which is natural progression, okay? All if you don't just drop what it is that you've been trying to achieve because you're not seeing the results you want, or because you're not seeing any results apparently, okay, on the surface. This is like the dawn before day breaks, okay? You don't know what's going on. That's why you have the moon there. You don't know. You see glimpses, you see things that could tell you that yes, it's happening, but on the same hand, maybe they're telling you it's not happening. It's very confusing because you don't have all the information, right? This is telling you keep walking on that path until you hit daybreak, and then you'll see under the clear light of day, you'll see exactly what is happening, okay? And you'll have your aha moment, and you'll have that person, and you'll have that answer, okay? This isn't the time to give in to fear. May not. So we have madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. This is where, you know how we don't get our way, we want to rebel and take back control? Okay, don't do that. Okay, Gemini, don't do that. Do not rebel and feel like you have to take back control. This is not the time to get emotional, okay? This is the time to continue as you have been. Continue doing what you've been doing. Continue your constant approach, okay? Your continuous effort. If you have to try different options, but keep pushing towards your goal is what I mean, okay? This isn't the time to throw your hands in the air, throw a fit, and say, that's it, I'm getting my power back. I'm not having any sort of result here. I feel vulnerable and exposed, and I don't like that. So I'm going to take my power back and get back into something that I'm familiar with because I can control it. And that's how we end up back in old patterns that are not good for us, okay? You're literally this close to this breakthrough, okay? Whatever it is for you. So I'll leave you with that, okay? You're going to have to tell me how this makes sense to you if it does, and I hope the reading makes sense and it helps you if you are dealing with these circumstances, okay? It's very good. It's very, very positive. It's just a matter of staying the course, okay? Bringing it home. Driving it home. Okay. So let's move on to Libra, 1605 roughly. Hey Libra, thank you for joining us. Cars flying everywhere. Justice, your energy, and the King of Pentacles. Justice in a financial manner, some sort of contract coming in with money attached to it. The Devil, yeah, definitely money attached to it. Read the fine print with what you're signing at this time. And remember to watch Ace of Wands. Could be a new job or a new place to live, or even a renewed or new passion within a relationship. But again, don't get lost in the passion. Kind of read the fine print, means see the bigger picture. Watch the intro as well, because there's information for you there. And we're just going to jump in because your cards are literally jumping. What's going on for Libra in the week ahead? What's going on for Libra in the week ahead? Okay. The Sun, Two of Wands, and Temperance. Something is revealed and you have a choice to make. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords. Shortened force. So feeling powerless, basically. Okay, feeling powerless, feeling stuck, feeling like you don't have enough information to make the appropriate decision. Okay, something is being revealed to you here with the Sun card energy. The challenge is it now puts you in a place where you have to make a choice one way or another, and it could be to do with anything really. But the bottom line is whatever decision you're making, it's an either or decision, and it's between same old, what the old, something you're familiar with, and something brand new, completely different. Okay? And the outcome with Temperance, for some of you, you're going to try to do both, and that may cost you one or both opportunities or both circumstances, so I'm going to caution you there. For those of you with the Temperance energy, you're asking for more time to decide, okay, or you're trying to get answers through spiritual work, through meditation, through prayer, okay. You're asking for clarity in what decision you should make. For others of you, you've been asking for clarity, you keep getting the clarity, but you don't feel strong enough to believe that, okay, and to finally make a decision. So you keep dragging your feet and keep asking for clarity and keep saying, no, I don't have enough information. No, I'm not sure that, the signs I received were actually meant to be signs. Maybe I'm making it up. You're in your head and you're questioning everything. I feel like you already have clarity in a situation. You already know what you need to do. You already know what's best for you to do. You are deliberately keeping yourself stuck because you don't trust yourself enough to just make that decision and go. Does that make sense? So let's clarify. For Libra, the week ahead with the Sun energy, we have the Three of Pentacles. With the Two of Wands as the challenge, we have the Two of Swords. What'd I say? Not making a decision. Because you're afraid of change, because you don't trust yourself, because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, you name it. Temperance in the outcome, Six of Wands. Victory energy, movement, change, getting what you want. This could also be some sort of an ultimatum energy if you flip it. where you've given someone a choice to make, okay? Three of Pentacles could be to do with work, where you've asked for a job or better pay. And you've told them, look, I love this job. I have this other offer on the table. Ideally, I'd like to stay here. Can you match that offer? I feel like that's the least you can do. And then it's about, you're standing your ground. You're like, well, I'm not going to make a decision before I hear back from you. However, just know we have this amount of time to make up our minds as to what we want to do here. And I feel like in the outcome, you're going to get what you want. If this is the circumstance you're dealing with, this is telling you to be open, be honest, put it on the table, talk about, look, this is how I really feel about this. Ideally, this is what I want. I want to stay here. I want to be here. I want to be with you. This is what I want to do. I want to stay with the company. However, I have this other offer on the table. Ideally, I don't want to go. Ideally, this is where I want to be. However, realistically, that's a really good offer. So if you can match it, I'll be more than happy to stay here and give you my time, my effort, my dedication, everything I got. I do feel like you're going to get what you're asking for, okay? With that kind of an approach. And for those of you where you keep asking for confirmation, and yet then you don't use it, you don't trust it, I feel like this is something going out of your life because you put it off too long. So just be careful, okay? Let me do one more row. The Sun with the Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Again, it's something you already have the answer. You already have the answer. Yeah, but you don't trust it. You don't trust it. Two of Wands with the Two of Swords. Four of Wands. To do with the home, a job, marriage, promotion. Temperance with the Six of Wands. Three of Cups, abundance. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords under that. For some of you, if it's not about something leaving your life, this is where someone else is stepping in, making that decision for you. You're happy with the decision, but I feel like you're happier that you didn't have to be the one to make it. Does that make sense? A little odd, but that's a scenario I'm seeing. For others of you, this is about taking yourself out of the game or off the hamster wheel, especially if you're involved in third-party situations, and that doesn't always mean another person or there's cheating or whatever. It could be the case. I'm not saying it's not that, but a third party just means where someone has to choose between you and someone else, okay? Whether you're competing for someone's attention, you're competing for a job, you're competing for a raise, you're competing to be the favorite, I don't know. And I feel like someone is using that to their advantage to get the most they can out of both of you, okay? Both parties that are trying to compete, okay? Because they promise commitment, they promise a better job, they promise more money, they promise that promotion. It's not official, okay? They keep promising though. They just talk about it, the possibilities. Oh, you could have this, you could have that. You'd be the best for this. You'd be perfect for that. And I feel like you're walking away. You've given this person some sort of an ultimatum. You've tried to reason with them. The person has to make a choice, I mean. And I feel like in the end, you're taking yourself out of the game. You're like, I'm out of here. You keep whatever it is that you're promising, because if you could have delivered it, you would have by now. Okay, so that's one scenario that I'm also seeing for some of you. Travel is significant. There's definitely victory happening, especially in matters of work, money, progression in career. relocation is in there somewhere, okay? For others of you, you are single and you're happy single. You have an opportunity presented to you to be part of something, right? To join, let's say it's romantic. Someone's asking you out and talking to you about commitment. You hesitate. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, High Priestess, because you know what it's going to lead to. The person you're talking to, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, you know they're serious. You know they want something stable. You know they want the long term, etc. And your decision is, I really want to think this through. I want to make sure of my decision, because if I wanted a long-term thing, I know this could be it. But I need to make sure I want a long-term thing so that I don't waste this person's time or hurt their feelings, okay? And further down the line, I realize, actually, no, you know what, I was better off single. Or at least not in something committed. Does that make sense? And so for some of you, I feel like you're going to say to someone, I don't want 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands with you. I'm not ready for a long-term commitment. I'm not ready to move in together, to invest, to take it to that level. I'm more than happy to hang out, to spend time together, to date, to get to know each other, and we'll see where it goes. Okay, so for some of you, that's what I'm seeing as well. Now listen, you have to be true to yourself. Let's see, Oracle energy for Libra. Oracle energy and advice for Libra in the week ahead. Oracle advice for Libra in the week ahead. We have 2 cards. And at the bottom of the deck, we have anti-hero. Yeah, maverick, risk taker, rule breaker. The Sun card there is telling you, you know, be true to who you are. I feel like you're very focused on staying single or being independent. Even if you are already in a job, for example, it doesn't mean you want to be, you know, without a job or just, you know what I mean? It just means you want to do things the way you want to do things, to the extent that you can. You don't want to follow other people's rules. You don't want to do what everyone else is doing. So I do feel like for some of you, you're taking yourself out of the hamster wheel, because whether you're competing for someone's attention, someone's favor, someone's job, this is you saying, you know what, everyone's doing the same thing. Everyone's just nasty and competing for this and pushing people out of the way and whatnot. I just don't want to do that. That's not who I am. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to stoop to that level. Okay? And you're breaking the pattern. You're following your own path. You're walking your own path. For those of you, this is where I do feel like you're going to say, you know what, I'm happy single. Or, I'm not ready for that level of commitment. We can date, we can hang out, we can have fun together, do fun things, get to know each other, not put a label on it. Okay, I'm not ready for that label. I don't want that label. Okay? But I feel like what is being offered and you contemplating it is what is giving you this clarity. Okay? Maybe you weren't sure about it and that's why you've been asking for signs. And in the end, you taking a step back to gain that higher perspective, or you entertaining, could I do both? What if I did this and what if I did that? And just the amount of time and effort you put into planning it out and thinking about it, it makes you realize it's not worth it. Do you know what I mean? And that gives you a sense of clarity and freedom. That gives you the sense of abundance, expansion, joy, freedom. Okay? Eternal youth, energy, newness, vitality. Yeah. You're like, you know what? I only live once. I want to do what everyone else is doing. I don't want to have to compete for someone's attention. No, who are you? No, thank you. You know what I mean? It's definitely an energy of new beginnings that you're very excited about. 6 of Wands energy. And call for help. Reach out. Need for backup. Admit your needs. So here it is. 2 swords, 8 of swords, 9 of swords. The reason you're in your head, the reason you're confused, the reason you're afraid to act is because you're not admitting something to yourself. And it could be that actually, you know what, I don't want that. So you're stressing, how am I going to do this How am I going to fit in this box? I want to fit in this box because, everyone else wants to fit in this box. So if I get a chance to, how am I going to fit in this box? And then the more you think about how you're going to fit in that box, and the more you think about all the, I'm thinking like Cinderella and cutting toes off to fit a shoe, you know what I mean? You're like, that's not worth it. What am I thinking about? And you admit it to yourself, that's not what I want. That's not who I am. So for you, Libra, this is a week of realizations to yourself, first and foremost, that you only live once and your life needs to be about you and for you, okay? And that's going to be your clarity. That's going to be your epiphany. Talk to someone. You have to get out of your head, okay? Even speaking it out loud will give you new information because you'll hear yourself. Have you noticed when we think about something and then we speak it, just hearing ourselves saying that thing kind of gives us a different understanding of that message, right? So get a sounding board, talk to someone else, speak it out loud to yourself, okay? And it will give you clarity, and it will help you realize what the truth is about yourself, what your truth is, what you truly want to do, where you truly want to live, your truth about relationships, your truth about what you need from a partnership, etc. Okay? And then you can have this immense sense of freedom, confidence. You have been trying to fit into a world that is not like you. Okay, you've been trying to fit in with some people that are not like-minded people. They're not like you. So no matter what you do, you're always going to be an outsider to them. No matter what you do and how much you twist and turn to try to fit, it won't make you happy. And they still won't appreciate you because that's not who you are. They won't know you. Does that make sense? And all of this is happening for you to admit to yourself that who you are is beautiful and who you are is worthy of all the happiness. And you only owe yourself to make yourself happy, okay? Not in a selfish way, not in an egotistical way. That's your focus, okay? I'm going to be true to myself. I'm going to speak my truth. And whoever sticks with me, they stick with me. I know they're my true friends. And whoever doesn't, I didn't need them in the first place, okay? So you're going to see some changes like that going on if you allow this energy to play out, okay? So you're going to have to let me know how that makes sense to you. And if it does, I hope the reading helps you. Comment, let me know. Okay, and now moving to Aquarius. What are we? 3252. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome. Remember to watch the intro as well, because there's information for you there as well. So what's going on for Aquarius in the week ahead? What's going on for Aquarius in the week ahead? I'll put them back, but let's see. 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands. So success with a new job or a promotion or a place to live after a time of waiting. What's going on for Aquarius? Aquarius in the week ahead. The Devil. 2 of Cups is the challenge. 8 of Swords in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the 3 of Pentacles. With the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this talks about teamwork, team effort, work, okay? Collaboration, cooperation, coming together. Could also be commitments. Whether there are financial or emotional, doesn't matter, okay? Now in the current situation, we have the Devil. So this could be Capricorn energy for some of you, but this is something, you're dealing with something that is very tempting. It's very tempting to you. But it comes with a lot of strings. So the Devil isn't always evil, okay? And the card, I mean. It could be a case of, yes, I could give you that managerial job. Yes, it comes with all that money, okay? However, It comes with all these rules and regulations and late hours and sacrifices. It's very tempting, but it's a very complex bond that you're signing up for as well. Does that make sense? In the end, it can feel restrictive. The challenge, you really want it, okay? Whatever this is. This could be a romantic partnership, it could be a business collaboration, teaming up with another person, a team, a company, or it could be about love. And the challenge is, you really want whatever this is. For others of you, and we'll see what the but is, right? For others of you, you're already in a partnership, and there's a temptation for a third party. Now that could be another person, but it could also be someone's job that they give more attention to than their actual relationship. It could be someone's family that's more invested in your relationship than they are. Okay? So another party. Take it as it makes sense. In the outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, for some of you, I feel like you're trying to... I feel like you're cutting it out, okay? You're saying, if this comes with this, I don't want it. Okay? You're making some tough decisions, Aquarius. You're saying, yeah, that's what you're saying. If what I want comes with anything that is toxic or restrictive or too complicated or something's not quite right about it or it's illegal or underhanded or whatever, I don't want it. End of story. Okay? And you stop communication, you block people, you delete contacts and whatnot. And for those of you, you're frozen in fear of making a decision because you're being offered this amazing opportunity in terms of your work, your career, your passions. But the challenge is, it would take focus from your relationship, from your partnership, from your marriage, even your family life, okay, for expanding it a little bit. It's a general reading. And you're frozen in fear. You don't know what to do. Do you give in to that tempting thing and kind of hope for the best when it comes to your other commitments? Although you know it will offset the balance and eventually it'll catch up with you. Do you risk that? Or do you say no to the tempting thing and carry on as you are? Do you know what I mean? With the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, it could be a case of speak to your partner, speak to your spouse, speak to whoever this is, okay? And see if you can come up with a solution together, because that can make a big difference in the decision you're making and how you feel about the decision you're making, okay? Let's clarify for Aquarius. Week ahead, the Devil, Two of Wands. Yeah, here's that choice. It could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but you have to move for it. And all your friends and family are here, or your spouse is here, or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And you'd have to shift focus from your romantic commitments and your family life and whatnot to business mode. And it's very tempting because it's amazing. You're just trying to decide if it's worth the risk of losing a relationship, losing a friendship, damaging the relationship with family. And if that's the situation, once again, bring the other person or the other people into the mix, okay? Bring them into that decision. Because it could be a case of them saying, you know what, if it's only temporary, if it's just for a year, if it's just for a few months, ultimately you're doing this for us as well, so we can support you, we can pull, you know, like pull your weight, your side of the weight, you know, so that we can help you and allow you to focus on this other thing for the amount of time you have to before we come back to our own little balance. Does that make sense? Two of Cups is the challenge, the Hermit. Yeah, you're definitely, that's your decision. You're looking at it as, I can't have both. I can't have both. If I choose one, I walk away from the other. The Eight of Swords and the outcome. Seven of Cups. You're very confused because this is very tempting to you. You're very confused. You're running through scenarios. You're doing pros and cons. Is there any way I can do both? Is there any way this could work? One more with the Devil and the Two of Wands, the Moon. A lot of confusion, a lot of contemplation, but this also feels like a wish come true to you. There's a wave of emotion that comes up when you receive this offer, or when this is presented to you as a possibility for you. Two of Cups with the Hermit, the World. You'd have to complete something, you'd have to end something. That could be your perception. For others of you, it is what it is. You're flat out told you'd have to walk away from that job or walk away from that company completely. You can never go back, or you'd have to move for this. That's a strong possibility here. Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. You're not making a decision this week, and nor should you. Take your time, take as long as you can, really, because it is a big decision, okay? Yeah, Nine of Swords. You're in your head about it. You're afraid of making the wrong decision. Bottom line is, whatever it is you're dealing with, okay, reading the energy, there's an offer on the table for you. Something is possible for you. Something is presented to you. It is very tempting. It comes with status, money, reputation, very quick development, or something that, you know, is just physically very attractive to you, right? It sparks your passion. In order to pursue that opportunity, you would have to upset the balance of other commitments in your life, because that needs to be number one. You may have to move for it. You may have to be away from friends and family for long periods of time for it. You'll have to be on your own, because whatever is presented to you, you can't bring people with you. And it's got you very confused. And it's got you running through scenarios, doing pros and cons. Because you're afraid of making the wrong decision. Because it will impact your emotional life. Whether that means your relationship, your romantic relationship, or your friendships, or your relationship with family. Maybe you have responsibility to family. Maybe you're looking after your elders, or whatever the case may be, and this would take you far away from them, and it's a difficult decision. What do I do? I feel like something that's going to help you a great deal is bringing whoever it is that you're concerned about, bringing them into the decision. I feel like that's going to make a big difference for you, Aquarius. Give them an opportunity to support you in this. Give them an opportunity to help you with this. Okay? Because you're trying to figure it out all on your own, and that's why you're stuck. Okay? And for those of you, I'm seeing this as a case of meeting the right person romantically at the wrong time, because your business and your career are on fire right now. And you're like, I can't walk away from this I can't this is not the time to put my business on hold. But at the same time, you can't do both. So it's kind of some sort of a tough decision here. If you can, bring the other party into the decision. Let them help you. Let them give you some insight, some input, or give you their support. And if you can, bottom line is, you're just going to have to do what's best for you. You have to be honest with yourself in terms of what it is that you truly want at this time. And give yourself the freedom to pursue that with whatever that means, right? Because it does feel like it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So whether you take this, that's why it shows up as the Devil, but we don't have any other toxic cards. You see what I mean? Why? Because you would have to be making some sacrifices. A lot of sacrifices, actually, for this, okay? So it's not an easy decision. That's why it's showing up as a Devil, because it's complicated. But also, you could take it and then it will be an amazing opportunity for you, for growth, for development. But even if you don't take it, it will still leave a mark on you, because it will leave you with regret. Does that make sense? So either way, it's the type of offer or opportunity that will leave a mark on you. Oracle advice for Aquarius. And if that's the case, if no matter what you do, it's going to leave a mark, then you might as well be true to you and do what you truly want to do. Does that make sense? Oracle advice for Aquarius in the week ahead to help them make this decision. Bottom of the deck, the monster within. That's the devil energy. Internal struggle, personal challenges, wanting to improve, wanting to do the right thing. You can't make this stuff up. That's the bottom line. That's what you're dealing with. Let's see what your advice is. Transmission. Spreading of conditions, influence, impact. This is where you're in your own head and something turns into something else. You know what I mean? And then it's like a snowball effect. And a different way of looking at this is, whatever is coming in, it's got a big impact. Okay, it's got a big impact. It will change everything else in your life. If you want to follow this, if you want to take this, you personally, okay, you have to be willing to do this, right? It has to be your decision, your sacrifice. You're not going to be forced into it. If you accept it, you'll have to change other conditions in your life to make room for it. It's a big deal. Supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. Like I tell you, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's something you never thought would happen in a million years with that miraculous energy there. It's something you can't explain. You weren't expecting this. It comes out of nowhere. But it is here. It is true. It is available to you. And you have to decide what you want to do with it. Okay? So you're going to have to let me know what this is for you, how this is making sense, if it's making sense, how it applies to your circumstance. But if you are dealing with this, if you're understanding these energies because you're seeing them play out in your own life, I hope the reading helps you, okay? In some way. You're going to have to let me know. But I'll leave it there. Make the most of the week. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.